Howdy VC, Wes here, checking in with my vinyl inbox for the month of July 2017. Hope you're all doing well, having a great summer. Having a pretty good summer myself. Busy, crazy, but trying to get some fun things done and enjoying it so far. So yeah, we're here to talk about my music purchases from July. Got a nice little stack of stuff here. Not a lot, not a small stack either. A pretty good amount. Feel pretty good about what I did again this month. Made some good choices, so I wanted to share those with you. First off, we'll get into the CD pickups I had for the month. Picked up three new CD releases. The first one I have here is kind of a sad thing. It's something I didn't initially pick up when it was released. It was released a couple months ago now, and that is the new Linkin Park album, One More Light, which will end up being what I imagine will be their final album. Chester Bennington committed suicide, unfortunately. Very sad day for me. I actually came home that day and shot a video, which will never be seen because it was out of focus, and I just don't have the heart to make that video again. Maybe sometime down the road I will make a video sharing my Linkin Park collection and talking about what the band means to me, what the band meant to me over this past almost 2 decades now. Yeah, it was a very sad day for me. I'm very sad that video just didn't turn out. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, caught up in the moment kind of thing. But yeah, I was I kind of sampled this album when it was originally released a couple months ago. Wasn't really impressed with what I was hearing. When Chester committed suicide, I had to at least buy it, give it a serious listen, and I did do that, and I still am not real impressed by this album. There's a few decent tracks on here, but overall, I just don't like it very much at all. But yeah, it's a sad thing, that happened. So, Linkin Park, One More Light, my first CD pickup of the month. And then two albums, I think they were released the same week. That is the final album by Chuck Berry, just titled Chuck. They did a nice little mini LP here with a nice gatefold and everything. Yeah, Doug here in this. He's not necessarily at his best, but a good album to go out on. Some good solid blues stuff on here. And some fun songs, and it's Chuck Berry. He's great. So, yeah, glad to have this in my CD collection. Final new release on CD I picked up in the month, as I said, same day as Chuck Berry's album was released, I believe, and that is the latest album by Jay-Z, 444. Not much to see here, really. Just the cover with the time 444 on it, and yeah, not much at all. Yeah, kind of disappointing actually as far as a CD package. It says for track titles and credits, please visit rocknation.com/444. And they don't even print credits on here. It's kind of sad. I mean, I guess there is something. They did do some artwork for the album with different sort of cityscapes with 444 plastered on billboards and train depot signs and time, arrivals and departure signs and those kind of things. But yeah, no credits, no lyrics, none of that kind of stuff, just some photos. But yeah, that was the new one from Jay-Z. Pretty good album. I've only been through that once so far and enjoyed what I heard. It's just Jay-Z's definitely a strong lyricist, always got some good music behind it, and yeah, some good stuff. So let's get into the LPs, what most of you are here for. I know the first thing here, I believe this is the only new release on vinyl I got in the month of July, and that is the new album by Arcade Fire titled Everything Now. They have definitely moved into a much poppier, more fun kind of realm. This is a perfect album to release in the summertime. It's very upbeat. It's very party vibe. It feels, the album cover sort of gives you the vibe of the album, like you're out at some party out at the desert, just dancing in the sort of late evening hours after the sun is set, kind of chill, cool sound. Yeah, love the artwork on this. And as other people have talked about before, this does come in a neat slipcover clear plastic jacket. So you see that sort of slides off there. And then some of the artwork from the album cover, and then the track listings themselves have all these different logos associated with them, and they are printed on the slipcover as well. So once you get the LP itself out of the jacket, it's just basically the artwork itself with the title Everything Now there, and it does have some glossy bits over a matte finished jacket. Really nice feel there, really nice aesthetic. I do really like the artwork on this. There is also this is what they call the day version. There is also a limited night version, which is sort of a bluer color, a darker bluer color, very similar look to it. Take a look at the inside here. The inside is all very glossy except for the sort of top-down photo of the band in the center there. And again, the track titles done as sort of logos, which is really neat. Yeah, so really do like the aesthetic of this again. And then they did the sort of the titles and the credits as sort of like a little mini sort of newspaper kind of thing. Neat idea. Thought that was pretty neat. So that's fun. Fun little add-on to the album. Fun little way to do credits and lyrics and whatnot. There's a photo of the band. And then the back side of that cover art. Kind of cool. And then this being the day version, this is basically the normal release of the album. So it's just on black vinyl. This is pressed at GZ Vinyl in the Czech Republic. They do pretty solid work in my opinion. Yeah, I'm happy with the way this sounds. It is a little bit brick-walled, but that's typical with Arcade Fire albums I've found in the past. It's modern, poppy kind of stuff. It sounds how it sounds, but it sounds good. All right, so moving on, I have recently been getting into the TV show *Halt and Catch Fire*. It's actually been around. I think they're in their 4th and final season now, but just never got around to watching it. And since I'm in, computers are my career, and I'm a programmer, and I've been into technology and computer hardware and stuff in the past, and I've done a lot of different things with computers in my life. Thought I would like to give the show a shot, and yeah, I'm really loving the show. So I actually bought the soundtrack to *Halt and Catch Fire*. This is a limited edition of the album on Lakeshore Records. There's the front, and then the back side. And this is just a outer slip case. I'll pull the cover out of here. So there's the normal cover of the album itself. Very ambient, electronic, bouncy kind of 80s kind of ambient kind of vibe. Very soundtracky. Very along the same lines as Stranger Things. If you like that soundtrack, you'll probably like this as well. If you haven't seen the show, if you haven't heard the soundtrack, very very sort of bouncy 80s sounding ambient synth kind of stuff here. Single LP version there. It is a gatefold as well, which is really nice. I do like the artwork quite a bit, and then they made the inner sleeve look like a floppy disk, which is kind of cool. And there is some liner notes as well that are in a CD booklet sized thing that just fell on the floor, so I'll leave it down there for now. I'm sure you've all seen a CD booklet before. This being the limited edition version of the soundtrack, it is pressed on white vinyl, single LP. So yeah, that's a really neat package for a really neat soundtrack for a really neat TV show. So yeah, I was glad to add this to the collection this month. Sort of one of those sort of one of those surprises that caught me off guard. How much I liked the show and how much I liked the music in the show, music from the show, and that I was able to pick it up on vinyl, which is awesome. So definitely glad to have added that to the collection this month. Next thing I got here are a stack of 3 from Goodwill. The Goodwills here in town, they're either 3 for 99 cents or 10 for $2. And been very slim pickings recently. But one day I was in there, there was one record I wanted, and I just went ahead and threw in 2 extra records to make it 3 for 99 because I really wanted this one record. And that is another album to add to the collection by Triumvirate. And this is their album Mediterranean Tales. 1972 is the date on this. Triumvirate are a prog band. Very, very, very noodly, geeky prog stuff. Really cool stuff. Dug their things. I have heard from them in the past and hadn't heard this one before, hadn't seen it before, and I thought, you know, even if I'm basically paying 99 cents for it, that's still a killer deal. This is on the beautiful Harvest label, and it is also a German pressing, and I love German pressing, so yeah, that's why there was no way I was leaving this behind, even if it was the only one I really wanted. But yeah, awesome to add this one to the collection, and yeah, always love hearing a new prog album I haven't heard before. And then the other 2 albums I picked up here. This got a female country artist. I'm always a sucker for female country artists here. We got Tammy Wynette with Let's Get Together. 1977 is the year on this one, so from the year I was born. Haven't given this a spin yet, but I'm sure I will at least enjoy spinning it once, and it's a nice copy still in shrink. And the last one I picked up at Goodwill to make it 3 for $1 is by Plumline. This is titled Justo Almario. Yeah, just a plain white sleeve with the title on it here. The back is pretty plain as well. This is from 1987 on the Meadowlark label. And it's pressed on the KC 569 virgin vinyl. It's one of these sort of audiophile kind of things from back in the day. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's not necessarily pure black. It's kind of see-through. But yeah, this is kind of a new age, smooth, jazzy kind of 80s thing, and it's not as cool as I was hoping it would be. But yeah, as I said, just had to pick up 3 to make it 3 for $99. Next thing here I'll talk about is the Vinyl Me Please album of the month. Still staying subscribed to Vinyl Me Please. Enjoying the service. You know, I have my qualms with them, but overall I really enjoy the service, so I am staying subscribed. And this month was a killer release, killer reissue, self-titled album by Betty Davis, Miles Davis's wife. Yeah, awesome reissue here. Originally released in 1973. It's a reissue done by Light in the Attic. Really killer glossy cover. They did tip-on Stoughton jacket. It's got the foil embossing on the front there. Really nice. It's a gatefold. There's the gatefold with just the lyrics in it. I kind of wish they would have done maybe a photograph instead of the lyrics and put the lyrics in the booklet. But that's what they did. I knew there was a booklet in this. There's it's open on both sides of the gatefold, and the booklet goes in one and the LP goes in the other. But yeah, did a really nice detailed booklet with this one. Yeah, there's her and Miles Davis, and gives a lot of history of her career and stuff. They also did a Betty Davis coloring sheet, kind of neat. And they're also talking about the other albums that they have reissued as well that are available. Yeah, I still want to get this album, They Say I'm Different, just because the album cover itself is so awesome. As far as the vinyl itself, you know, being Vinyl Me Please, they did something awesome as well. This sort of silvery, do dig the pressing of this, sounds awesome. Yeah, really dug hearing this. If you aren't familiar with Betty Davis, it's very much sort of soul, funk, Black Power kind of sound to it. Really sort of sort of upbeat and empowering and great stuff. So yeah, I was thrilled to get this. I hadn't really listened to Betty Davis before this, but I really have been digging spinning this over the past month. So yeah, I was really happy to get this one this month. And there is the artwork. Again, really cool artwork that goes along with this release from Vinyl Me Please. In the last few records I have to share with you this month are a few pickups from the local half-price books type store where they buy and sell used media of all kinds, video games, books, CDs, DVDs, records. Picked up some things out of their dollar bin. First thing I got here is a Guess Who album titled Sown and Grown in Canada. They originally had this marked at $5, and I picked it up for $1, and that's released on the Wand label. Picked up a sealed Art Garfunkel record titled Lefty. Originally released in 1988, and it has a punch out as well. So don't know what if there's anything on here I'd recognize or if it's any good. Originally we were selling this for $8.50, but I picked it up for $1 as well. So yeah, that one's sealed. That'll be sealed until I'm ready to give it a listen. Another one I picked up that's an upgrade for me. This is Arlo Guthrie's Power of Love. The back of that one. This is from 1981. Tan Warner Brothers label. I do like Arlo Guthrie. That was originally $6, but again, picked it up for $1. The last one for the month that I picked up is an album by the Sherbs. This is titled The Skill. Hadn't really listened to the Sherbs before this, but sampled a bit of it in the store, liked what I heard, so went ahead and grabbed this again for $1. It was originally $7.50 is what they were trying to get for it. I think normally their dollar bin, they sort of build it up with old stock that's not moving, so they go through their stock, and anything that's been around for a year or more, they kind of move it into the dollar bin kind of thing. So this was a nice way to pick up these albums. Here's the inner sleeve of that with some lyrics on it. And this is on the Atco label. Okay, this gray and purple Atco label. Pretty nice. So yeah, those are my music pickups from July. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you all had a great July. Hope you're having a great August. We're already a good bit into August. Getting pretty busy at work now. The new school year is about to start here in about another week, and we're gearing up for that. It's gonna be a hectic time, but yeah. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day, great night, whenever it is you're watching this. Thanks for watching. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions, whatever. Subscribe if you aren't already. Tell a friend. Thank you for watching. Don't stop digging. See you next time. Cheers.